Inside this video topic, we'll discuss a very amazing and interesting concept of plugin development of WordPress, where we'll learn that how to add our own custom links with Deactivate of WordPress. Yes, friends, inside this video topic, we'll create a custom plugin, and in that custom plugin, we'll add our own custom links. So what I mean, let's go back to browser. So right now I am inside my local host WordPress project. So what basically we'll learn, let me show you first. Click on plugins, then install plugins. So inside this plugins list, here I have a plugin called Library Management System. This is my own plugin. You can download and install and see its magical things. So inside this library management system, if I click on activate, and now we can see plugin activated, and after activation also we can see some additional links with deactivate like settings and documentation. But here if I, for example, let's activate this plugin, copy to clipboard plugin, click on activate. So after activation, we can see only a deactivate link. So inside this video topic, this interesting concept will learn that after activation, if I want to add some custom links, for example, settings and documentation, how to add with our own custom plugin. And one more thing, before starting this video, I request please hit the like button to like this very amazing concept. Subscribe to this channel so that I will be creating so much amazing contents for you. And now it's time to start this very interesting journey. Now to start with this concept, let's go back to browser. Now here, what I will do, I will open my VS Code editor where I will open this localhost project. Let's go back to VS Code. So this is exact the same project called project 1 which I have opened here into my browser. So I will start this concept totally from scratch, totally from ground level. So what we'll do, we'll create a plugin, and into that plugin, I'll use a concept of WordPress filter, and by the help of that filter, we'll add our own custom links. Let's go back to VS Code. So to create a custom plugin, let's go back to WP content folder, then plugins folder, and I will create a plugin, let's say my hyphen plugin, and into this plugin folder I'll create or will create our first main file of this plugin, and I will say my plugin.php. Now quickly let's add some PHP comment lines so that at least this plugin will be introduced into a WordPress application. So here PHP, then multi-line comment syntax. So first thing first, plugin name, let's say my plugin, then description. So this plugin is only for learning purpose, where we will add some custom links. Then after, let's mention version number. So let's call 1.0. Then author. Also we'll have some more parameter like author UI, where we can put the portfolio of that author and also plugin URI. So for the time being, I will only go with this plugin name, description, version, and author name. So if I save these changes, and let's add one more line of code. So if not defined, it means that if I want that this should be a WordPress plugin which works only inside a WordPress setup. So inside any of the WordPress application of any version, we have a constant available, and that is something called ABS path. The full form is absolute path. So if this constant is not defined, it means this plugin is not available inside a WordPress setup. So in that case, simply exit. Now, if I save these changes, let's go back to browser, go inside plugins, install plugins. So hopefully inside this plugins list, and now we'll see my plugin. So here this says plugin name, then here we have plugin description, then here author name and plugin version number. Now quickly, I want that after activation, I have to add some custom links here, for example, settings and documentation. But right now, if I click on activate, we can see only we have deactivate link. So the concept is super easy to add some custom links here. Now the question is how to do that. Let's go back to VS Code. So to add custom links, I will use the action hook of WordPress, and that will be called add filter. So first we have to pass the hook name, and it is known as plugin action underscore links. Remember, also we have to concatenate the plugin base name. It means the main file of that plugin. So how to include that? So to include the base name like the file name here, simply I'll use one more WordPress function called plugin base name, and inside here we'll pass only double underscore file and double underscore. Now inside the second argument of this add filter function, we have to pass the callback function, and this callback function will handle addition of those custom links. So let's pass here. So my plugin custom links. Now let's copy this callback function name, and here let's say function name, and inside this function we have to pass a parameter here called links, and finally here let's say return, and one more thing, we'll define let's say our own custom links into this array, and at last return, it will be array merge. So we have to merge our custom links with this links array. Now, after this, let's go back to this custom links array. And here we have to provide our links, which basically we want as a custom link. So here I will, for the time being, I will use some external links like some documentation or some third party link. So here inside of first position, I want anchor tag, and it will say, let's say online web tutor, or maybe I will say, let's say blog, and inside this I will pass href attribute, and inside this online web tutor blog.com. So this is our first link I want with deactivate. Now inside second, let's say that I want to pass our YouTube URL. So here I will use again anchor tag, and here let's say YouTube, and inside this href attribute I will pass https forward slash youtube.com / online web tutor. Now if I save these changes, let's go back to browser, and here let's reload, and now we can see that inside this my plugin here I'm getting a blog link, YouTube link, and deactivate link. So this is the first position. Here inside this array we can see here we have the first position, and inside second here we have YouTube. Now I want, let's say that this deactivate will be at first position. What we have to do, so simply just go here, cut this custom links, and put these links at first position and this custom links at second position. So the position number will be deactivate, then blog, and then YouTube. Save these changes. If I go, let's reload. And now we can see deactivate, blog, and YouTube. Now if I inspect, so we can see that here we have the href attribute of this YouTube, and if I go, and this is for blog. Now if I click on YouTube, let's see what happens, or maybe if I will click on this blog, and now we can see it is opening this blog. So what will happen if I want to open this blog into a new tab? So to open this link into new tab, remember we have to add one more attribute inside this HTML anchor tab, and that is target underscore blank. Let's see that how it works. So if I save these changes, if I go, let's reload, click on blog, and now we can see it is opening in new tab, and here I am getting my blog URL. So this is the very simple and super easy concept to learn that how to add or how to pass our own custom like links with deactivate. Now let's quickly create our menu and sub menu and see like if we have some settings page into our plugin, how to pass the settings link into that here. So quickly I will add some menu. So to add our menu on plugin activation, also will have an action hook called admin underscore menu. And inside this, let's pass callback function. So I will say my plugin menus. Let's copy this function name, and here function name, And inside this function, I will first create a menu. So add menu page. So page title will be, let's say, my plugin. Then menu title, I will say my plugin. Then capability, so it will be manage options. And then after menu slug, I will say my hyphen plugin. Then callback function, so let's say my plugin, my plugin underscore callback. And maybe we can pass icon URL or position. But for the time being, I'm not interested to pass the rest two parameters. So let's copy and not call back, it will be callback. And also I want to add inside our menu some settings page. So here, this is our menu. Now let's quickly add submenus. So here the function will be add submenu page. I have to pass the parent slug. So this is the parent slug, like the menu slug of this plugin, pass here. And then after, like page title, so I will say dashboard. Like first submenu will be dashboard, and then menu title, it will be, let's say, dashboard. Then capability, I will pass manage options. Then menu slug. So I want whenever if anyone clicks on the menu, I want to open the first submenu page. So for that, I have to pass the same slug. Let's copy, pass here, and then call back. So my plugin, and it will be dashboard callback. So in that case, also the callback function should be named. So let's copy and put it here. Now I want to add one more submenu. So add submenu page, and this time, so first we have to pass, let's say my plugin, the parent slug, then page title. So I will say settings, then menu title, I will say settings, capability, it will be manage options, then menu slug. So I will say my plugin settings, and the callback function will be my plugin callback, or maybe let's copy, put it here. So instead of dashboard, let's call settings. Now I will copy this callback function name and let's put semicolon here. So function name, and here for the time being, let's echo within s3 tag. I will say dashboard, and also we want this second callback function. So function name, and echo within s3 tag, it will be settings. Now save these changes. So if I go, as you know, our plugin is already activated. So if I reload, and now we can see my plugin, and inside this menu here we have two sub menus called dashboard and settings. So if I click on dashboard, we can see dashboard, click on settings, and here we have settings. Now I want to add a custom link, and if we click on that link, it will open the settings page. So what I will do, simply let's copy this URL, like admin.php question mark page equals to my plugin settings. And remember, this is our sub menu slug. So I will copy this admin.php, go here, and inside this custom links, let's say instead of this YouTube, I want to add, let's anchor tag, and it will be, let's say, settings. And inside these settings, inside this href attribute, I want to pass the URL of admin.php. So here I'll use one more function, and that is admin URL. It's a WordPress function, so admin URL, and I will pass the path called admin.php question mark page equals to my plugin settings, and this is the slug of this settings page. Now if I save these changes, let's go here, let's go to plugins, installed plugins, and here we have deactivate, blog, and settings. Now click into this link, and now we can see the settings submenu of our my plugin. So successfully This is the super easiest concept what basically we have learned into a very small and very easy way to get this very interesting concept. So for this interesting video, please hit the like button to like this very amazing video. Subscribe to this channel so that I'll be creating so much amazing contents for you. And now it's time to meet into next video. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.